frozen too.
Why is it like
Yeah,
that?
she's not even here.
Oh my gosh, I didn't set your stuff up. That's so confusing.
I guess Vicky's been working on the splash pad. If they're doing wrong.
Just freaked me out.
Okay, good evening, everyone. We're going to call the November 10th, 2025 council meeting to order. We're going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and observe a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Sabosley, if you take roll call, please.
Yep, we'll start with our junior councilman, Jacob Landis.
Here.
Councilman Dern.
Here.
Councilman Majernik.
Here.
Councilman Purcell.
Here.
Councilwoman Rossler is not present. Councilman Schlock.
Here.
Councilman Seitz.
Here.
Councilman Taylor.
Here.
And Mayor Schlegel is not present tonight, so we do have a quorum.
Thank you. I need a motion to approve the treasurer's report for the month of October.
I'll second that.
I have a motion by Mr. Taylor. A second? Second by Mr. Schlock. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I need a motion to approve the expenses for the month of October.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Taylor. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Mr. Seitz. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Motion to approve the minutes of the October council meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion presented by Mr. Majernik. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Purcell. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And we have recognition of achievements in the community. Anybody have anything? Okay, I have a proclamation. Maybe I'll just do it now. So I have a proclamation since the mayor's not here tonight. I'm going to read. Hopefully I do it as well as he usually does. And it's for, yeah, I know. And it's for Mr. and Mr. Tresco, Sonny Tresco and Vince. And whereas Plum Boro holds in the highest regard those organizations whose actions exemplify a steadfast commitment to the public good and the enrichment of our shared recreational spaces, and whereas Sonny and Vince Tresco have distinguished themselves through an extraordinary act of generosity and community partnership by donating more than 20 tons of clean fill material, as well as providing the labor, equipment, and expertise necessary to properly grade, spread, and seed a soccer field at Larry Mills Park for the benefit of the public. And whereas this substantial contribution has significantly enhanced the quality, safety, and accessibility of the recreational grounds, thereby promoting physical activity, youth engagement, and community cohesion within Plum Boro. And whereas the exemplary service rendered by Tresco companies reflects the highest ideals of corporate citizenship and serves as a model of civic responsibility and environmental stewardship. And whereas it is both fitting and proper that Plum Boro formally recognize and commend Tresco companies for their outstanding contributions to the welfare and vitality of our community. Now therefore, I, Harry R. Schlegel, Mayor of Plum Boro, along with the members of council, do hereby thank Sonny and Vince Tresco for their very generous donation and encourage all residents to join me in expressing our heartfelt appreciation for their outstanding contribution to our borough's recreational life and community spirit. In witness hereof, I here have unto set my hand and caused the seal of Plum Boro to be affixed this 10th day of November, 2025. And Sonny and Vince can't be here tonight because they are actually accepting an award from the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Yep. So I'm going to give this to Mr. Taylor. He will forward it to them. Make sure you tell them how thankful we are. Thank you. Okay, so that moves us to civic announcements. Anyone? Okay, President's comments. I don't have any. Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, come on up.
Hi.
Hi.
I am Sarah Brown. I am the president.
Green button if you don't mind.
There we go. This is my first time, if you can't tell. Sarah Brown, president from the Plum Library Board, and just have some updates on behalf of our library director, Pam Calfo, and our board. So coming up on December 3rd at 6:30, we will be partnering with the Holiday Park Intermediate School for a holiday concert at the library. And then just some updates on some data from October. In October, the Plum Library Board made 50 new library cards, and that was an uptick of 35% more cards than we made in October of 2024. The Plum Library held 68 free programs in the month of October for patrons, and people borrowed more than 4,600 items in October, which is 9% higher than it was October of last year. And then, as always, on behalf of Pam and our whole board, just wanted to thank the community and the council for your continued support, both in helping in the library and attending all of our events. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Sarah, we had talked on the phone earlier this week, and I will have that document to you this week.
Fantastic, thank you.
Sure.
Okay. Any other civic announcements? Okay. President's comments. I don't have any. Citizens' comments on any agenda item. Joe, you want to come up and speak? Mr. Festa.
Are we on here? Okay. Good evening, guys. Joe Festa with Plum EMS. I'm the administrative director there. Giving our operations report. October statistics, we had a total of 284 responses to the community. Out of those 284, 148 responses ended up in a transport. 2025 has actually become one of our highest years on record for transports and responses to the community. We had additional responses to the community to other communities from mutual aid was about 20, and 13 of those responses also resulted in transports to the hospital. The mutual aid received into Plum was 17. So that means we handled about 94% of all of our calls from the community. Along with some other news, Plum EMS had a busy month. We conducted 2 CPR trainings for the community, and we participated in the trunk or treat extravaganza with Plum Community Library that was hosted here at the Borough Building. One of our team members even dressed up as Cat in the Hat. It was a very nice event. She enjoyed it. Happy to have attended the breakfast and blessings at the Holy Family Parish at Our Lady of Joy and the Unity Community Church. We conducted 2 car seat safety checks and provided free car seats and a crib to a family in need. As always, all 4 of our Plum EMS ambulances and support trucks were out on the streets during trick-or-treating to hand out candy and make sure the community remained safe, along with our fellow public safety. Plum EMS is also going through our annual audit with Mayor Dissel. We are a community supported organization, and we strive to remain accountable and transparent at all times. So we do a review and audit every other year to make sure that we're in compliance. As always, we appreciate the support of the council and want to say thank you for all your time that you guys have given to the Plum community and to our organization especially.
Brian usually ends with a joke.
I have no jokes. Mine are really crappy and mostly dad jokes. Any questions from council at this time? not, forward in my office.
You
please.
guys are doing a good job. We appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys. I know it's a thankless job.
Right, love it. Been doing it almost 27 years. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Okay, any other citizens' comments? Okay, we're gonna move into council actions. On behalf of Planning and Economic Development, Mr. Majernik.
Thank you, Mr. Dern. On behalf of the Planning and Economic Development Committee, I make a motion to adopt Resolution 1055-25, approving the Sheriff Lot Line Revision FSC-08-25 as recommended by the Borough Engineer.
Okay, I have a motion on the floor presented by Mr. Majernik. Do I have a second?
No.
Second by Mr. Schlock. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
On behalf of the Planning and Economic Development Committee, I move to approve the Old World Industries request for a landscaping waiver as recommended by the Planning Commission.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Majernik. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second by Mr. Taylor. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
On behalf of the Planning and Economic Development Committee, I move to adopt Resolution 1056-25, granting preliminary final land development approval to Old West Industries, SP-03-25, contingent upon the final review and approval of the Borough Engineer.
It's Old World Industries. I have a motion on the floor presented by Mr. Majernik. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Purcell. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
On behalf of the Planning and Economic Development Committee, I move to approve a motion to adopt Resolution 1057-25 as required by DEP's Sewage Facilities Act for the Old World Industries Land Development, SP-03-25.
Okay, motion on the floor presented by Mr. Majernik. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Seitz. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
On behalf of the Planning and Economic Development Committee, I move to approve a motion to adopt Resolution 1058-25 as required by DEP's Sewage Facilities Act for the Mendel subdivision, FS-01-25.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Majernik. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Mr. Taylor. Do I have any discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
On behalf of the Planning and Economic Development Committee, I move to accept the Moretti subdivision plan, FSC-09-25, as complete.
Motion presented by Mr. Majernik. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Seitz. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
On behalf of the Planning and Economic Development Committee, I move to authorize an advertisement requesting bids for the demolition of 708 Wimbledon Road, 916 Walnut Street, and 419 Plum Avenue.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Majernik. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Schlock. Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
That concludes my motions.
Thank you, Mr. Majernik. On behalf of the Personnel Management Committee, Mr. Seitz.
Thank you, Mr. Dern. On behalf of the Personnel and Management Committee, I move to change the time of the December 8th meeting of council to 5:30 p.m.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Seitz. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Schlock. Any discussion? Motion carries. Oh, all those in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
On behalf of the Personnel Management Committee, I move to approve the proposed 2026 council meeting schedule.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Seitz. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Taylor. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
Also, on behalf of the Personnel Management Committee, I move to make an offer of employment to Mary Ellen Gamble as an on-call / backup school crossing guard at the rate established in the collective bargaining agreement.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Seitz. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Purcell. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Ms. Rossler is not here tonight. Mr. Purcell, I believe you're going to ask for her actions?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Dern. On behalf of the Public Safety Committee, I move to approve payment to Glick Fire Company in the amount of $9,442.99 for preventative maintenance repairs for volunteer fire department vehicles.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Purcell. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Mr. Taylor. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
On behalf of the Public Safety Committee, I move to approve payment to Glick Fire Company in the amount of $5,339.15 for repairs to volunteer fire department vehicles.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Purcell. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Mr. Taylor. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
That concludes my motions.
Thank you, Mr. Purcell. Mr. Taylor, Parks and Recreation.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of the Parks and Recreation Committee, I move to adopt Resolution 10-1059-25 approving the 2026 Borough Haps calendar.
I have a motion on the floor presented by Mr. Taylor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Majernik. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
On behalf of the Parks and Recreation Committee, I move to waive the rental fee for the use of the Municipal Center Gym for the Plum Boro Basketball Organization tournament on February 20th through the 22nd, 2026.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Taylor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Seitz. Any discussion?
One thing, just so we discussed, Dave, that they're going to take care of any afterwards cleanup or whatever.
Correct.
costs.
I've been in touch with Mike Devine already and showed him sort of a worksheet of what it would look like, and he was fine with that.
Okay, good.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, Mr. Schlock, Finance Committee, please.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. President. On behalf of the Finance Committee, I move to advertise the 2026 proposed annual budget as presented by the Finance Committee and to place a copy of the proposed budget on public display at the Municipal Center starting November 4th, 2026.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Schlock. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Purcell. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
That's all the mentions I have.
Okay, Mr. Purcell, back to you for roads, equipment, and grants.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dern. On behalf of the Roads, Equipment, and Grounds Committee, I move to advertise an amendment to the solid waste ordinance.
Motion on the floor presented by Mr. Purcell. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Seitz. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And that concludes council actions. The mayor's not here, so we don't have to listen to his report. And we go to committee reports. The Intergovernmental Committee, we haven't had a meeting, but if there's anything you need to discuss?
No, we're looking, I think, in January, February to get another meeting together.
Okay. That'll be the new council to look into who you want to apply for the positions. Okay, Mr. Seitz, Personnel Committee, please.
Thank you, Mr. Dern. The borough is still accepting applications for a mechanic's position. Interested applicants can find the job posting on the borough website by selecting the employment tab on the homepage. Additionally, the Plum Police Department is hiring full-time police officers. Applications are being accepted until November 19th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. More information and applications details are available on the borough website. And finally, the borough's annual staff performance review process started this month and will continue through December. That's my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Seitz. Mr. Schlock, Finance Committee.
Thanks, Mr. President. Finance Committee report. General fund highlights for the month of October 2025. The borough recognized revenues totaling $597,200 and incurred expenditures in the amount of $1,433,312. Revenues. To date, we have received approximately $5.76 million in current year real estate tax revenues, and this represents 91% of the adopted budget. During the month of October, the borough received $158,000 under earned income tax, and we are currently at 82% of the budget. A total of $75,198 was received against the sanitation current line, and it is currently 96% of the budget. Overall, revenues are trending slightly above budget. Expenditures. Through the month of October, the borough has expended 79% of the budget, or $13.12 million. From a departmental standpoint, projected year-end spending will be below the adopted budget. The finance director met with department heads and the borough manager to review the 2026 budget submissions. A finance committee meeting was held on October 14th in preparation of the proposed budget presentation to council. After analyzing next year's cash flow position, it is estimated that the borough's tax anticipation note for 2026 will be $1.5 million. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Slock. Mr. Purcell, we're going to stick with you for both here, for roads equipment, and then you can do the public safety for Ms. Rossler.
I don't have anything for public safety.
She doesn't have anything? Okay. Then you're back to just one.
Okay, very good. Thank you again, Mr. Dern. Roads, equipment, and grounds. Public Works Department completed several infrastructure projects throughout the borough in October. Grading and electrical work began for the new precast concrete restroom at Plum Creek Park. That'll include new security cameras, and upgraded plumbing and utilities. The restroom building is in production and expected to be delivered in early December. And I believe also we have our road department that's been out collecting leaves and doing a stand-up job. Thank you, that is all I have.
Thank you. Mr. Majernik, Economic Development.
Thank you, Mr. Dern. Planning and Economic Development. In October, the department completed 73 residential and apartment occupancy inspections. A total of 108 permits were issued, generating $28,860 in revenue. 20 property violations such as debris, high weeds, abandoned vehicles, and occupancy issues were addressed and inspected. Sign removals were also conducted on October 9th and 23rd. That concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Taylor, Parks and Rec.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Public Works Department continued routine maintenance throughout the parks and fields areas in October. Both the PBSA and the PMFA fields were aerated, seeded, conditioned, and fertilized. Additionally, 37 senior citizen sanitation discount applications were submitted this month. The approved discounts will be applied to the applicant's 2026 Keystone Collection sanitation bills. On Borough Apps, Winterfest, formerly Christmas at Plum Creek, will be December 5th from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Open gym for basketball, Friday, December 12th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And Sin Brunch, Saturday, December 13th at 10 a.m. will be showing The Elf. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Prokopik with the engineer's report, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will touch on a few projects we have going on in the borough. First one, the O-Block Stormwater Project. The contractor, 3D Murin, has completed the clearing and grading as well as the beginning excavation of the new pond, as long with, this week they'll be beginning with stormwater infrastructure, the inlets, the outlets, and currently they're on track to complete the whole project by the end of December, weather depending. We made some significant progress on the Center Beach stormwater project. During the past month, we completed the geotechnical investigation and have moved forward with the permit application. So that is a good step on that one. Regarding the Kellywood stormwater project, I believe last month I presented that we have a 40-foot deep pipe, and we did do the camera work, and we confirmed that we can line it, which is great news, that we don't have to replace it. With that being said, there's some work that needs to be done. We found a big boulder inside the pipe near the entrance of the 36-inch pipe. So we have to remove that. We're gonna put that included in the bid that we have out right now, that, regarding the slat fix and the stormwater repair. So that project's progressing well. Also, we've completed the survey work for what we're calling Hardick Park Stormwater Phase 5. This is the area from Tahoe down to Timothy Drive. We have a failing 36-inch tin whistle pipe, and now we're beginning the design of that. That is the highlights.
Thank you, Mr. Prokopik. And last but not least, Mr. Landis.
And thank you. So in terms of like school and stuff, our fall play is on the 15th this weekend at 2 and 4. And we're doing something new in January. It's called the Polar Plunge. I don't really know too much about it, but a lot of people seem interested in it, so it's something I thought I would bring up. And for ROTC, tomorrow is obviously it's Veterans Day, so that's a big thing for ROTC in the high school. We've done 9 things in 4 days so far, and we still have more. Tomorrow at 7:30, any veterans are free to come to the high school, and there's free breakfast afterwards. And we're also starting to look at doing stuff for Toys for Tots. I think last year we raised like 2,200 toys or something like that, so we plan to raise more this year.
Thank you. Okay. Any non-agenda items that anyone would like to bring to our attention? No?
Mr. Dern,
Yeah.
I just want to make a comment here with the eve of Veterans Day that anyone here in the audience and any of the people that might be listening out there, happy Veterans Day. Thank you to our veterans for allowing us the opportunity to do what we're doing right now. But thank you for our freedom. And by all means, God bless and be safe.
You beat me to the point. I was going to wish everybody that's a veteran, thank you very much for your service, for your dedication, for your sacrifices for our country. We live in the greatest country in the world. No two doubts about that. So with that, I need a motion for adjournment. Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Schlock. Do I have a second? Second, Mr. Majernik. All those in favor? Motion carries. We are adjourned.